Okay, welcome back. We come to question number 6. The question number 6 is find the greatest number which divides 279 and 435, leaving a remainder of 7 and 10 respectively. Okay, now in the previous one, if you remember, the question was find the greatest number which divides, and those two numbers were given, leaving a remainder of 6 in each case. That means what did we do? We had subtracted 6 from both the given numbers. Now here we don't have, they have not given us a single number. They have given us here two different numbers for two different questions. That means the word respectively means we have to subtract 7 from 279 separately. So 279 minus 7. And we have to subtract 10 from 435 separately. Fine. So this will give you 272 and this will give you 425. Now these are the two new numbers of which you have to find the HCF. So the word respectively means 7 is for this number and 10 is for this number. Okay. So let's quickly find the HCF of both the numbers, that is 272 and 425. So let's quickly find the HCF. So quickly, yes, after finding the prime factors of 272 and 425 separately, these are the prime numbers that we get, prime factors, and we write it down here separately, and the common is only 17, so we write here common factor 17, and there is only one common factor, so HCF is also 17. Okay, so again, see, read the question, find the greatest number which divides, that means 17 is the greatest number which divides 279 and 435 and leaves a remainder of 7 and 10 respectively. That means on dividing 279 by 17, you will get 7 remainder, and on dividing 435 and 17, you will get 10 as the remainder. So 17 is the greatest number, that is HCF. Fine. So here we finish question number 6. Now we will go to the next question, that is question number 10 directly. Okay. Question number 10 reads 3 cans. Cans means dabba. Okay, 3 cans of water contains 527 liters, 646 liters and 748 liters of water respectively. Find the capacity in liters of the biggest container. Now since it is a biggest container and we are learning HCF, that means we have to find the HCF of these three numbers. Indirectly, biggest container means it's the HCF question. So find the capacity in liters of the biggest container which can measure the water in these 3 cans exactly. So we begin with the prime factorization method. 527 to 17 is the next prime number because it's not divisible by 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13. When you go on trying all the prime numbers, you will come directly to the prime number 17. It is directly divisible by 17. 17 3s is 51. 1 remains. So it becomes 17 and 17 1s are. Then 31 1s are because 31 is a prime number. The next number is 646. So here again 2 3s are 6, 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6. Again this 323 is directly divisible by 17. So 17 1s is 17 because 17 2s is 34. So we cannot take 17 2s. So 17 1s are 17, then the remaining number, and then it is 17 9s and 19 1s. Again here when we divide, again you get here in this way 2, 2, 17 and 11. We write this number 527 is equal to 17 into 31. You can check, multiply both and see whether you get 527. 646 is equal to 2 into 17 into 19 and 748 is equal to 2 into 2 into 17 into 11. Out of these three, 17 is the only common factor which is found in all the three lines. So our HCF is 17. So what is the question asked? Which is the biggest container. So the biggest container has the capacity of 17 liters. Its capacity. So capacity is always either in, how much water can remain. So according to the volume, so it's 17 liters. L is liters. So this is actually a kind of word problem. But here no need of any statements, directly the HCF of all the three numbers. Okay, let's go to the next question, that is the last question, 12th question. So the last question of 2.6 exercise, where we are solving sums based on HCF. So this is the last question of that exercise. Find the HCF of 25, 75, 150 and 200. Now I think you all must be very much familiar with this prime factorization. So again, come on, being the last sum, let's all solve together. 25, 5, 5s are 25 and 5, 1s are 5. Again the last number is 5, so we begin with 3. 3 2s are 6, 1 remains. 3 5s are 15, 5 5s are 25 and 5 1s are 5. The last number is 0, so we begin with 2. 2 7s are 14, 1 remains. It becomes 10, so it's 2 5s are 10. Take the next prime number, 3. 3 2s are 6. How much remains? 1. Very good. Now it becomes 15. So 3 5s are 15. 5 5s are 25 and 5 1s are. The next is 200. We begin with 2. 2 1s are 2 and 0 0. 2 5s are 10 and 0. 2 25s are. 5 5s are and 5 1s. Then what do? We write each number separately. 25 is equal to 5 into 5. Then we write 75 is equal to 3 into 5 into 5 into 5. Right? Then we take the next number, 150. And we write 2 into 3 into 5 into 5. Right? Then we take the next number, 200. Again we write 2 into 2 into 2 into 5 into 5. Then we start taking the common. 5 is there in all the 3 lines? Yes. All the 4 lines, right? We have 4 lines now. Another one is one more 5, 5, 5 and 5. So what was our common factor? Common factor was 5 and one more 5. And when we multiply both, we get the HCF. Okay, show the multiplication. 5 into 5 is equal to 25. Right? So this is the HCF of all the 4 numbers and the HCF is 25. So whatever questions you did not get or what we have not solved in this video, few are for your homework and few others were in the PDF. Solve them, practice them well, and tomorrow we will go to a new exercise.